I'm stuck.
Repeat message, sir.
No yelling, I know.
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the moments when the Carol Burnett Show ensemble just could not keep it together.
We would have a pool, and we'd all put in $1, not as to whether or not Harvey was going to break up, but how far into the sketch it would take.
Number 20, The New Angel. In this classic from season 6, Harvey Korman plays a weary angel in the clouds who is less than impressed with a new recruit. The newest angel is played by the Carol Burnett Show's most dangerous sketch partner, Tim Conway. His character isn't even on stage for more than 2 minutes when Korman busts up.
Angel is what we call each other.
Oh, gee, that's kind of strange. I mean, you hardly know each other, call each other Angel like that. Do you mind just for the first couple weeks if I just call?
He loses his character so quickly, it kind of looks like he's throwing his hands up in surrender. Even Conway, who's usually cool when everyone else is breaking, is shocked by just how quickly his co-star is falling apart in front of him.
He destroyed my halo. No, I'm sorry, sir. It's a little bent. Skip me.
Hey, that'll work out all right. Yeah.
I don't think so. Would you just leave me alone? I must tune these harps.
Yeah.
Number 19, The Oldest Surgeon. Tim Conway's elderly recurring character, the Oldest Man, made frequent appearances over the show's 11 seasons. This time, he's the world's oldest surgeon. As he painstakingly prepares for a surgery he's way too frail, absent-minded, and rusty to perform, another surgeon, played by Harvey Korman, becomes impatient. But Korman is giggling too much to get through it.
Doctor, the x-ray's here. Yes.
All Conway has to do is give him a look, and Korman is having to pull his surgeon's mask over his mouth to hide his laughter. The audience knows exactly what he's doing. It only makes his breaking character that much funnier. Vicki Lawrence makes it a few minutes before she fully loses it too. Number 18, Veal Cutlet. Carol Burnett and Harvey Korman star in this unaired footage from a commercial parody, which eventually was revisited in this reunion special. Burnett is a housekeeper trying to get a priest to try some food, but he's afraid the dish will taste too fishy. When it doesn't, Burnett stays in character to deliver her vulgar response.
Hey, it doesn't taste fishy. I wonder why.
It's a veal cutlet, you.
With each new take, it somehow gets filthier as both Burnett and Korman trade shocking obscenities in a display of filthy not-for-primetime fun. Eventually, their mood even spreads out to the rest of the set.
Even the crew got in on it.
It doesn't taste fishy. I wonder why.
It's a veal.
Number 17, The Oldest Sheriff. A take on old Wild West movies, Tim Conway plays the oldest sheriff ever to see the inside of a saloon. Cowboy Harvey Korman takes him on in the slowest poker game ever played.
You got a 3-up, double a pop.
There's something about watching Korman completely losing his composure while dressed in a cowboy hat and vest. The whole thing is too absurd for words, but in a rare moment for Conway, he's breaking character more than anyone. That goofy smile he has while trying to hold in his laughter is somehow funnier than this would have been if he had played it totally straight.
Hey, man, you got one more coming. Oh, no.
Why and why no?
What?
Number 16, The Old Folks. During the show's first season, Carol Burnett and Harvey Korman play a cantankerous elderly couple who seem to spend their days rocking on their porch. The husband does his best to flirt, but he's rebuffed every time. What starts out as playful smirks soon becomes a complete unraveling. Korman's well-timed request sends Burnett into hysterics.
Molly, why don't we have another kid?
Looking right into the camera and shaking her head, she can't even pretend she's not laughing. Pretty soon, he's right there with her. They look like they're ready to give up and just dump out of the sketch.
Kids are too old to have kids.
Number 15, The World's Oldest Doctor. The world's oldest man strikes again. This time, Tim Conway's slow-moving, gray-haired doctor terrorizes a new patient played by Harvey Korman. By the time he's describing his bag, they are both fighting back laughter.
I got this when I was in Australia.
That's real cool.
Korman tries to use a tissue to cover his laughter. As the doctor continues his examination, Korman is thrown into spasms of chuckling. Ending up on the couch together, the doctor seemingly forgets where he is, and the two start laughing yet again. They try to get things back on track, but the sketch just gets wilder and wilder as it goes on.
Honey, I gotta get right over to this place. The guy's got a cold. Sorry, I thought I was home.
Number 14. Jugs. If there's one thing that can ruin a sketch, it's a malfunctioning prop. Harvey Korman plays a sleazy guy trying to impress a woman played by Burnett. When the sofa bed prop malfunctions, they manage to recover well, but it's a double entendre from Korman that really throws the host off her game.
A bottle of wine.
Jug of wine.
Jugs are nice too.
Burnett is right on the edge, but manages to hang in like the pro she is. Still, just when she seems to get her character back, his lewd Freudian slip sends her and the audience into a tailspin of cackling.
A toast, my darling, to a man and a woman. To consent. Let's go back to the jugs.
Number 13. The world's oldest sea captain. Honestly, this might be the most lucid Tim Conway's oldest man character has ever been. He plays the captain on a ship that soon finds itself in danger.
Telegram for position. How you spell SOS?
Harvey Korman actually does a great job keeping it together. He manages to not even crack a smile for most of the sketch. You can almost imagine that he might even have made it through without breaking. But of course, he is no match for Conway.
Tell us of pirates, shipwrecks, treasures. Might even tell us where to get some clams.
That particular emphasis sends all restraint out the porthole. The shenanigans reach a fever pitch when the captain gets stuck on the ship's voice pipe. Number 12. Dishonorable discharge. Harvey Korman plays a disgraced soldier in uniform, being relieved of his command by a superior officer played by Tim Conway. In what might be record time, Korman is laughing before the first word is even said. Adding an extra A to the ends of several words, Conway's exaggerated Midwestern accent immediately sends everyone within earshot into a fit of giggles.
For treasonable conduct in the face of the enemy. And we're going to relieve you of your duties, strip you of your rank, and to give you a dishonorable discharge from the service of your country.
Korman's screwed-up face makes him look like a little kid trying not to burst into laughter in the middle of class. It seems like this makes Conway even more determined to break his co-star. Number 11. The Bathtub Song. Burnett was a musical theater comedian of the highest order. Not even Broadway training could prepare her for keeping a straight face during Tim Conway's antics. During an old-fashioned musical number, Burnett bathes Conway while trying to sing Debbie Boone's You Light Up My Life. Trying is the word. Conway's enthusiasm for his bath is too much for her. She starts to lose her notes to gasping breaths. His best gag is when he drops the soap in what we'll call a compromising area to make her have to reach back into his bathwater. Number 10. Mary Worthless. A parody of the Mary Worth comic strip sees Burnett as a wide-eyed, dopey busybody terrorizing everyone with her annoying optimism. But the biggest laughs in this sketch start with a delayed sound cue. Harvey Korman accidentally says his line before the ringing doorbell goes, and things just fall apart from there.
You've got a lot of explaining to do.
So do you lush!
Lush! Was that the... Oh, yeah, it was the...
Lyle Waggoner can't hold on to his prop. Everyone is smirking and giggling. There's no saving this segment.
Hi, Bill. Hey, I hope...
By the time Korman jumps out the window, we have no idea what's scripted and what's not. By the end, Burnett just gives up and breaks the fourth wall.
So don't be surprised if I show up on your unhappy doorstep someday. Better yet, be surprised because I'm not doing this again.
Number 9. Carol and Sis, House for Sale. Carol Burnett breaks with tradition and addresses the audience, telling them that this sketch isn't going to go on as scripted. She lets us in on the secret. While they've been rehearsing the sketch one way all week, she's decided to play a little prank on her co-star Harvey Korman.
He bends over like this and says, Carol, and I'm supposed to come out and hit him in the head with the door, and that's the end of the sketch. And tonight I'm not going to do it. We just want to see what he does.
She's gonna leave him hanging on the big punchline. She's supposed to push the door into him, but she decides instead to make him sweat a little.
And you, Laffy! Get into the kitchen and stay there until I call you, all right?
The audience can barely contain their excitement, and somehow it ends up being even funnier this way. Number 8. The Dresser. Some of Tim Conway's best sketches on The Carol Burnett Show are just him pretending to be the oldest person ever. In this one, he plays a backstage dresser trying to help an actor through a costume change.
Don't yell at me.
Conway's antics have Korman going up on his lines halfway through. Once the old man starts getting dragged away by the moving clothesline, there's no hope.
You want to stop fooling around?
Each time he reappears, Conway is hanging from the clothesline in increasingly ridiculous poses. Korman does what he can, but he's barely managing to get his lines out as he's seized by laughter.
Come on! I'm getting on stage.
Number 7. Houdini's Daughter. It's difficult to play off like things are going well when even the audience can see something has gone wrong. Burnett plays an escape artist being interviewed by Korman's character.
Can I help you? I think we had a little trouble there.
It's a little jacket zipper.
I see, okay. Well, you certainly sound...
The straitjacket that can hold me has not been invented.
Ah, yeah.
Surprisingly this time, Korman is the one who stays in character, and we're really not sure how. There are a few prop malfunctions, and credit where it's due, Burnett does her best not to get so thrown off by them.
Something happening here?
Not really.
Are you all right?
No.
I hear something cracking.
Yeah, I hear it too. I think it's my rear end.
At a certain point, though, she's powerless to keep from cracking up, particularly when the crate that was initially supposed to break ends up stuck to her rear end. The whole thing goes astray, but we get a ton more laughs out of it that way.
I'm going to try to get out of this. Extract myself from this.
Number 6. Dog's Life. Physical comedy was Tim Conway's strong suit. Once again playing opposite Harvey Korman, this time he's a man's best friend. No, he plays a man who thinks he's a dog. He sniffs, pants, and licks at Korman throughout the sketch.
The more I see of your work, Benson, the more I like it. Let me let you in on a little secret, Benson.
Conway's scene partner is almost able to play off his laughter. He has the advantage of looking down for part of the scene. But then you hear his unmistakable whimper of laughter.
I've been bidding again.
Conway is merciless, never giving Korman a chance to recover. There's plenty of footage of Korman breaking character, but this is one of the few times we see Conway break too.
They think I'm gonna fall apart, but you know what I'm going to do?
Number 5. The Fireman. Tim Conway plays a very slow fireman called to the scene of a fire. Then Harvey Korman's character, the homeowner experiencing the fire, inhales smoke and requires mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, at least according to Korman.
Color in your cheeks.
Oh, I can't breathe. I'm choking. It's not right. I need oxygen.
What ensues is an apparent shift in genre as Conway starts flirting. Even more hilarious is how Korman tries to cover his laughter with cries of pain. It fools no one.
Where are you from?
He's hopeless to get through the rest of the sketch, and you can tell Conway is loving every second of making him squirm.
I hope you'll be gentle when you talk about
Number 4, The Family. Mama and Eunice Harper are two of the Carol Burnett show's most enduring characters. Their relationship, which you could call strained, makes for some of the show's most withering insults.
You lay off of me, will ya? You ain't playing with a full deck, Eunice. I think somebody blew your pilot light out.
Here, a heated board game night at the Harper house gets out of hand. As she unleashes a tirade of insults in this particular sketch, Carol Burnett makes it clear that some of the jokes were not in the script.
That's a new one, Mama. You wait, there's more, Eunice.
Vicki Lawrence seems completely at home in the role of Mama as she stays stony-faced, but Burnett's resolve isn't so strong.
You're playing hockey with a warped puck.
Number 3, The Dentist. In yet another sketch about a Tim Conway character being completely inept at his job, we find ourselves at the dentist. Conway's character keeps accidentally injecting himself with Novocaine, and as he continues with the exam, parts of his body keep going dead.
Well, now let's see how this works here. Okay, Novocaine. Here we are, Novocaine. Take a firm hold of the hypodermic needle, right.
It'd be fair to say it tests the limits of his physical comedy, but Conway doesn't seem to have limits. He almost manages to stay completely in character, while a helpless and captive Korman can only desperately try to hide how affected he is. But as more of the dentist's limbs fail him, Korman ends up laughing harder than the audience. Number 2. Number 1 or number 2? Here's one big mistake that didn't make it to air. Originally, this spoof of an old-fashioned Judy Garland and Mickey Rooney musical featured a horse standing behind Carol Burnett while she sang her number.
I mean, one of the funniest ones for me that happened to me was not technical either. It was sort of nature. The old horse.
She tries her best, but when the horse leaves a present on stage for Burnett, everything grinds to a halt.
That he studies for math. I know how he looks.
Burnett, after cracking up herself, makes a joke that leaves the audience in stitches.
Is he through? You want to pick it up from number 1 or number 2?
The imagery might have been worth the trouble, but the smell probably wasn't. And once the show aired, the horse was gone. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Elephant Story. Breaking character was a hazard of the trade when Tim Conway was on stage. The ensemble knew he could improvise and throw in any ridiculous flair he wanted, and he would always be the last to break. But Vicki Lawrence, in character as Mama Harper, finally got him.
They was joined at the end.
As his character tells a story about sideshow elephants conjoined at the trunk, the entire cast is having a hard time keeping it together. Even Conway is stifling a smile at his own performance.
Walk out there and dance a merengue right out there. I kind of felt sorry for them. They couldn't go like the other elephants when they go.
By the end, Lawrence has finally had enough. Mama's primetime unfriendly punchline puts a perfect button on the scene. Conway falls off the couch, finally bested at his own game.
Sure that little asshole's through.
Who was your favorite Carol Burnett Show cast member? Tell us in the comments.